what's happening, YouTubers? Did the title hook you in? The Eternals is amazing. I'm probably one of the few out there that actually like that movie. But we're not talking about the movie today. Today we're taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Ikaris, part of the Marvel Zabu Build-A-Figure wave. But y'all already know how this works. We're going to get started with the box art first, and I had to look at my past videos. I know this style of box has been back for a while now, but the last time I reviewed a figure that was in this style Marvel Legends box, I think was the Ms. Marvel one from the Infinity Ultron wave. But since then, we've had like plastic-free packaging, retro carded stuff. But the last time, I know like this has returned recently, but anyways, that's enough about that. It's your standard Marvel Legends box. You see the artwork of Ikaris right there. On the back is the image artwork of Ikaris, as well as the other figures in the wave. So on the bottom, you see the Build-A-Figure Zabu right here, and then you see there are 7 figures in the wave, but you only need 6 of them to complete the Build-A-Figure. Looks like Tony Stark's Iron Man is the only one that doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. So far, I have Cable on pre-order. I was thinking about getting Wolfsbane, but then I sold off my X-Factor team. I don't know. I might pick it up. We'll see. And also in the back of the box, something I haven't done in a while, but there is info on this Marvel Legends character, and you can pause it if you want to go ahead and read it, or I can just read it real quick. It says, the Eternal Ikaris possesses powers fueled by cosmic energy and became part of the human folklore when he guided Atlantean refugees to safety. Alright, that's enough about all that. Let's go and get Ikaris out of the box. Alright, here's Ikaris out of the box, and just looks kind of bare bones when it comes to the accessories, but let's take a look at them first. So Ikaris does come with a Build-A-Figure piece. He comes with the back right leg of Zabu. So Ikaris does come with 2 sets of hands. He has a pair of fisted hands, and then he also comes with a pair of open hands. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure itself, and we'll get started with the head sculpt first, and I think it looks good. It looks like a good head sculpt for Ikaris, especially the comic book version, but I can't help but mention, shoutouts to Shelf Avengers. She swapped out the head of her Ikaris with the Sentry one, and I asked her why. It's because she mentioned that it looks a little bit too like 80s action star, and you know, I can't unsee that now because he does kind of look like He-Man or, you know, one of those like G.I. Joe characters from the 80s. But an even worse comparison, now that I'm looking at it, like straight ahead, doesn't it kind of look like Jake Paul if he shaved his beard and grew his hair out, like if he was cosplaying as He-Man? Damn, the figure's ruined. Nah, I'm just kidding. The figure's not ruined for me because when you look at the rest of the figure, the design and sculpt work looks fantastic. It's funny, I was just thinking about this, but had this figure come out maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I'm wondering if a lot of this design in here would have just been painted on. Whereas now it's all sculpted on there, it's raised, it looks fantastic. The rest of the design of the suit looks amazing. It really captures that Jack Kirby art aesthetic for the Eternals, especially Ikaris. But yeah, I just like the suit and the whole design sculpt overall. Now, it's your standard Marvel Legends articulation, so I'm not going to delve too much into it, but one thing I am curious about, because you see this the sculpt here, I'm wondering if it hinders any articulation, and no, it doesn't hinder at all. Still gets a nice crunch forward and backwards, not too much, but still cool, and the paintwork continues, so when the flight poses, it doesn't cut off right there, which is good to see. But other than that, does this skirt piece hinder it? No. He still gets a decent range kicking up, so it's cool to see. Even though there's all this detail on there, it doesn't hinder any of the articulation or movement. All right, now I'm just going to jump right into size comparisons. And first size comparison, here's Ikaris standing next to the NECA Toys Jack Kirby figure on the left, based on his appearance in the Eastman and Layers Ninja Turtles comic book. And for those who don't know, Jack Kirby did create the Eternals. And to the right is the Marvel Legends Ikaris, based on his MCU appearance. And when you take a look at the designs of the suit side by side, yeah, there isn't really anything similar in terms of the color palette, but in terms of design for trying to make it live action, I think the design worked for this MCU film. And again, I'm in the minority. I actually liked and enjoyed the movie, which I know a lot of you out there are very vocal about hating it. And if you hate it or didn't like it, constructive criticism in the comments below. Let me know why you didn't like the movie. And next size comparison, here he is sitting next to an Avenger and an X-Men, and now we have an Eternal. See what I did there? Super corny. Anyways, here he is sitting next to the Marvel Legends 80th Anniversary Captain America on the left and the Marvel Legends Cyclops on the right, based on his appearance in the House of X comics. I believe the version of Cyclops that appeared in the X comic books, you know, the Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals comic book run, was this version of Cyclops. Someone correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I will get on that soon and read it, because I think the trade paperback's available right now. And just for some DC comparisons, because why not? But here he is next to McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. We have the Superman quote-unquote classics version on the left, and the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Digital Batman on the right, based on his appearance of Rebirth Comics and the blue and gray version. As you can see, they don't scale well with each other. And now time for a random ass size comparison. Here's Ikaris standing next to a Tesla that a very special person got for me. Alright, some real thoughts on the figure. I like it a lot. I hope we can get more Eternal figures in comic book form from the Marvel Legends line. It's cool to see the Marvel Legends series team sort of expand the universe more by adding more characters. I mean, we've already have a diverse collection of Marvel Legends that have been released, but it's good to see that it's still expanding. Here's hoping we get more Eternals figures, like I mentioned. I know last year there was that 2-pack with Black Knight and Cersei, but that Cersei was on an old body mold and the legs were kind of gummy from the reviews I saw, so I was kind of hesitant. I don't think I'm going to pick it up still. If it does go on sale for even more, maybe I'll pick it up. But I'm hoping we get more Marvel Legends Eternals figures going forward, the comic book version at least, because this one turned out really well, especially the sculpted work on the suit. But let me know what you think in the comments below, YouTubers. Sound off, and like always, if you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. But if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.